Running 545 early to mid wipe has never been more viable as .13 with the buffs to PS, and there's a cheeky little way to save quite a bit of rubles building out this dual build of a 545 DMR with quite low base recoil and quite high base ergonomics with the SAG, and then taking one integral component of this on over to save quite a bit of money on a assault rifle build. First, you're going to grab the AK-545 Shorty from either level 2 skier for 80k rubles, or quite a lot of the time you can find these things very, very cheap on the flea, but the thing you want to pay attention to is not getting the absolute cheapest one. The thing you want to pay attention to is getting the cheapest one that still has this muzzle brake. So in this case, that comes in at 50k while still being 100 durability, saving 30k rubles as opposed to buying this from level 2 skier. So the next thing you're going to do after buying your 50k ruble SAG is head on over and buy whatever 545 AK assault rifle variant you want, really. For me, I'm going to go with a 74 and kit out a fairly budget setup here. Now, this is the most important part of the video and the whole point of this little dual kit that I run here. This PWS CQB runs for 15k if you have it unlocked from skier and 25k on the flea market. This is one of the better early wipe muzzle brakes for 545, even mid wipe if you want to go on a little bit of a budget. So remember, this 545 Shorty literally goes for 50k with this muzzle brake. Half of the price of this gun is the muzzle brake, and yet from skier this is again an 80k rubles gun, and for good reason. The base recoil is very low and the base ergonomics are absurdly high. Even though 57 vertical recoil looks like a lot, once you see me actually play with this gun, you will see that that is a deceptive stat. And the ergonomics are really the important thing on this build, since this is a single tapper and we are going to kit it out more of a DMR style. So basically, we just paid 25k for a 80 ergonomics 545 shooter, which also has deceptively, compared to what this stat says, low recoil and ability to spam. So what you're going to do is chuck this PWS on this AK-74, and then there's quite a few different ways to go about this, but I'm going to go with a sort of semi-budget AK build here. So throw on the MOE, throw on something like that. Something like that to give the ergo a little boost. Actually, I don't really care if it's this budget anyway. Throw on a little one of those, throw on a little one of those, and there's your build. Coming in at 59 vert for what would be around 100 to 120k rubles, depending on if you have this unlocked or not. But since we got that for free, and since we already have this, we are gonna grab this for, again, with this 90k. So all in all, we are looking at a less than 100k AK-74 build with pretty decent stats before going full meta, as well as a SAG, which, remember, this is literally 25k since we are using this PWS for a much more appropriate full auto rifle. So we are just going to chuck whatever cheap suppressor we can get for this just to show the price. I will go and grab the cheapest suppressor here because we don't care about super high recoil reduction, because this is going to be a DMR. So 25k semi-auto SAG, 20k suppressor, and throw on a 40 or 50k depending on the time, Elcan Spectre, and you have got a DMR right there for also under 100k. So both of these two builds are under 100k, and actually you can do a couple more things to the SAG if you want. These aren't super necessary for the way that I'm going to be playing with this, but you can do a few little things here that are not going to increase the price dramatically, maybe even still keep it under 100k actually. Yeah, still keep it under 100k, so why not? Let's grab these two, while giving us a decent little bump up in stats here, 64 ergo, 56 vert. Alright, now that we have spent under 200k to grab these two little nice early to mid wipe 545 pea shooters, we are going to head out and see what these things can do. fuck is happening? Is he lagged out or am I lagged out or both? Am I disconnected? What's happening? Okay, I'm not disconnected. Why was he running in place, bro? Okay, I gotta go protect my Tagilla kill. Fucking buddies right here.
Like plastic beer bottles you get at the
Yeah.
Don't you know? I mean, does it really matter? No, but still, no, I don't know. Yeah, I can hear it.
Gotcha, bitch. Alright, was that a 2-man or a 3-man? Well, even with no trigger discipline at all, I still got that done. No trigger discipline and no skill. And of course you can, and I do sometimes, just run the SAG with the muzzle brake that comes with its stock for 50k, plus a little 4x, and you're good to go, saving pretty much as much money, just you gotta be okay with the unsuppressed single tapper, which I am sometimes.
Artificial gravity, something we discussed in our previous video in much more depth. And so life on board would be relatively pleasant, working and living much easier. A ship that undergone
I think I just killed 2 scavs in one shot. And of course, if you're really down the single tapper rabbit hole, you can splurge out and throw a waffle suppressor on the SAG.